Somewhere in your life, there's a person who leaves you feeling slightly unsettled after every interaction. Nothing obvious ever happens. No direct insults, no open hostility. They smile, they show up. On the surface, they seem supportive, yet a quiet instinct keeps nudging you, insisting that something isn't quite right. After spending time with them, you feel subtly smaller. Your good news never seems to land the way it should. Even their compliments carry a strange aftertaste. At some point, you've probably wondered whether you're overthinking it, whether you're the problem. You aren't imagining it. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly what's happening and why. Before diving into the signs, let's clear up a common misunderstanding about jealousy. Most people picture jealousy as obvious anger or loud competition. They imagine someone openly trying to outdo you or undermine you. Reality rarely looks like that. Quiet jealousy is subtle. It disguises itself as support, humor, or even concern. The person feeling it is often too uncomfortable to admit it, sometimes even to themselves. Instead of confronting it directly, the emotion leaks sideways in moments that are easy to miss. Easy, but not invisible. Here are the 7 signs. First, they downplay your wins and call it perspective. You share something meaningful, a promotion, a milestone, progress you worked hard for. Instead of a clean, wholehearted, "that's amazing," there's a pause. Then comes the qualifier. "That's cool, but it's not a huge deal long-term, right? Didn't someone else do something similar last year? Just don't get ahead of yourself." The energy drops. No outright insult, no direct criticism, just a subtle deflation delivered with a smile. Genuine support celebrates first. The urge to minimize usually comes from a place that feels threatened. When your success highlights something unresolved in them, shrinking it feels safer than applauding it. Pay attention, calmly, not angrily. Second, their compliments feel strangely sharp. These moments are hard to call out because each sentence sounds positive on the surface. "You're so confident. I could never be that shameless. You look great. I wish I didn't care what people think like you do. Must be nice not to overthink everything." 2 layers exist at once. Praise above, criticism underneath. Over time, those tiny needles accumulate. Psychology calls these backhanded compliments. In reality, they're pressure valves. Open negativity would expose insecurity, so it gets wrapped in something socially acceptable. The unsettling part, you often say, "thank you." Third, your failures receive a little too much attention. Think about the last setback you experienced, a rejection, a mistake, a plan that collapsed. Notice their reaction. Did their energy feel slightly animated? Did they revisit the topic days later? Did they share it with others under the banner of concern? True friends sit beside you in disappointment without lingering there. Secret jealousy, however, experiences relief when you stumble. The gap narrows. The comparison softens. That relief leaks out. Now pause for a moment. Someone specific may already be coming to mind. Part of you might resist this idea because you care about them. Care and jealousy can coexist. In fact, envy tends to grow closest to comparison, and comparison grows closest to attachment. We rarely envy strangers. We envy peers, friends, people whose lives mirror ours. Seeing clearly doesn't require labeling someone as evil. It simply requires honesty. Fourth, competition appears where collaboration should be. You start learning something new. Suddenly, they're pursuing it too. You mention a goal. They adopt a similar one. You achieve a milestone, and shortly after, they enter the same arena. Influence between people is normal. Inspiration is healthy. The difference shows in acknowledgement. Someone inspired by you will usually say so. A jealous competitor presents the overlap as a coincidence. Admitting inspiration would mean admitting you were ahead. Watch what happens if you continue succeeding in that shared space. Enthusiasm often fades once comparison becomes uncomfortable. The rivalry was never about the goal. Fifth, doubt shows up suspiciously perfect timing. Right before an interview, before a presentation, before a big decision, a small comment slips in. "Are you sure you're ready?
I just don't want you to get disappointed. That field is extremely competitive. Then comes the reassurance. I'm only saying this because I care. Timing reveals intention. Constructive concern appears early when preparation is possible. Last-minute doubt plants insecurity at the exact moment confidence matters most. Whether conscious or not, the effect is the same. You walk in slightly smaller than you were 5 minutes earlier. Sixth, distance replaces warmth when you're thriving. This one confuses people. During your difficult seasons, they're attentive and available. When life improves, replies slow. Energy shifts. Conversations shorten. Struggle creates equality. Success creates contrast. If your growth highlights something they feel they lack, closeness becomes uncomfortable. Pulling away protects their ego, even if they don't realize that's what they're doing. Notice when the relationship feels warmest. The answer carries meaning. Ask yourself something honest. In your most important relationships right now, do you feel more connected when you're rising or when you're struggling? Sit with that. What bonds people together reveals what sustains the bond.
Finally, the hardest sign to accept. You've sensed it all along. Long before having language for it, your body noticed. You edit yourself around them. You hesitate before sharing good news. You dim certain parts of your personality without being asked. Over time, that self-editing becomes habit. Secret jealousy doesn't just strain connection, it reshapes self-perception. You begin apologizing for progress. You soften achievements. Joy feels negotiable. None of that is necessary. You are not the problem. Here's where this truly matters. Recognizing these patterns isn't an invitation to distrust everyone, nor is it a reason to shrink yourself for comfort. Jealousy usually grows from pain, not cruelty. Sometimes it fades as people mature. Sometimes honest conversations repair it. Sometimes distance becomes the healthiest option. What must remain constant is this. Your growth requires no apology. Your wins threaten no one who is secure. Your joy needs no permission. The right people celebrate without calculation. Their applause feels clean. Their warmth increases when you rise. Keep those people close. As for the ones who fall silent when you shine, let the silence belong to them. You continue shining.